What's going on, YouTube? This the Modern Man Experience, man. This video is brought to you by Call Me Shape. I'm gonna leave a link to his description, to his channel, down in the description. But we're gonna be watching a video called "She's 40, Shows Skin, but Still Get Rejected by Men at the Grocery Store." Let's get into it.
The grocery store. It's 10:51, and I woke up with the weirdest taste for something. I want one of those banquet Salisbury steak meals with the mashed potatoes and corn on the side, and I want to wash it down with a cherry Pepsi, perhaps a Mountain Dew, or one of those Snapple fruit punches.
What the fuck is wrong with what happened to women, man? Y'all are like, I don't know, man. Y'all act like children and thirsty at the same time, bro. Like, how y'all this thirsty as older women, but saying men shouldn't desire younger women, but y'all acting like younger women? Is wild.
That I also love so much. Or should I cover up a little bit more? Because there are weirdos lingering at the grocery store who are like, "Are you married?"
She asked, should she cover it up? Right? She said, should she cover up? And I say,
yep. Are you happy? And I don't want that kind of attention, but I also don't want to live my life covered up from head to toe, because let's face it, those weirdos would try to holler at me if I had on a baggy shirt and some back.
She says she don't want no attention from those type of guys, or she don't want people to be thirsty over her. Why is you wearing that dress and recording this video? It's for attention. Duh. So
Stop the cap. Basketball shorts. So it really wouldn't matter. All I know is I woke up and I feel hot pink and I feel sexy, and I want to reflect that. And all I'm going to do is come back home, take this off again, crawl into bed, and do nothing all day.
Bruh.
If that's okay with you.
Does this look like a woman that's very desired, right? Highly desirable woman. This woman's clearly in her 40s, over 40, maybe even 50. It's 10:51 p.m. Okay, she wants to crawl into your local Publix, ShopRite, Walmart, wearing that. A skimpy little dress. Okay? And she thinks to herself, well, you know what? I don't know, is this too much to wear? I mean, it looks like it's too little to wear, okay? And you're worried about, you said there's weirdos loitering the grocery store. Yeah, you're the weirdo, okay? It's 10:51 at night. Why are you going to the grocery store in a little dress? Tell me that you're lonely and desperate without telling me that you're lonely and desperate. Basically. Now, I thought it was funny when she talked about that she wants a salve.
She was the same woman on here recently saying men are disgusting, man. I don't want y'all attention. I don't need, bro. Now she want to go to the store and get attention from men, bro. Which one is it? What do you want?
Berry steak and mashed potatoes and corn. And as she's saying mashed potatoes, she turns around to what looks very much like mashed potatoes. She said it right on cue. I thought that was very interesting. Anyway, women like this, they are hysterical. They're all over TikTok. There's a reason why she posted this video. She wanted not only the attention from the grocery store, she wanted attention from men looking online, and she's trying her best to look sexy. And trust me, she's doing a horrible job. Now, granted, I'm gonna give her that. She's not overweight, right? She's not fat. So maybe she feels like that's her advantage, but she's still not.
But she batshit crazy.
Well kept, okay? It looks sloppy. I mean, mashed potatoes describes it the best. Anyway, she turned off the comments. I thought that was a good idea because, trust me, she wouldn't want men commenting on that, okay? Now, what's funny about this lady gives dating advice. Can you imagine? She gives dating advice. Let's listen to what she has to say. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being in with women? So download my free ebook. Now let's get right back to the content.
Here are dating rules that I wish every woman would follow. Number 1, don't do last minute dates. You have a life of your own, and you do not want to set the stage for a situation where if he's bored one day, he can just call you and you're sitting there like a rabid squirrel waiting by the phone for him to call upon you. I don't care if you're doing
Why not? If you like the man, why not sit by the phone and wait? We do the same thing when we like a woman.
doing laundry. I don't care if you're washing your hair. I don't care if you're sitting in a corner sniffing your toes. Hopefully you're not really doing that. But the point is, you need to set the stage for the fact that you're not just waiting for him to call fall on you. You need to set the stage for the fact that you have your own life and you have your own things to do. Second one, do not move too fast. I don't care what story you've heard from somebody who met their man and 24 hours later they got married and they've been married for 7 years. You have to be cautious of love bombing. That's dangerous, and a lot of women are permanently traumatized from situations where this guy built them up and made them think that they were the one and they were going to ride off into the sunset, and then
She's one of those ladies. She's fucking traumatized, bro.
it all came crashing down suddenly. You might think, well, we've had the best conversation and our date wound up lasting all night and we left and we left. I've been in line at the grocery store and started conversations with random people that were waiting in line with me. Does that mean I'm going to ride off into the sunset with them? No, I don't know them. If you're so in love and he's the one, which I don't believe in, then he's still going to be the one after months of getting to know him, and there won't be any need to rush, because why are you rushing in the first place? The truth is, you don't want to be alone, and or he's just using you, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more later.
She knows a lot about being alone and being used. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. By the way, she mentioned the grocery store in this video, which I had no idea she was going to do. But she's talking about she's flirting at the grocery store in line. Unbelievable. You can't make this up. Thank you. I appreciate you. You make my content so good. And she also warned women here. So when she's talking about the dating advice, she warns women about love bombing. She says, be cautious of love bombing. Love bombing is an interesting concept when I look at it, because it's the easiest way for men to get success from women by doing nothing but telling them, I love you, right? Oh, I love you so much. I care about you so much. I don't know why that like unlocks like something with women. Like, oh my God, my legs must open because he told me he loves me. Like, you don't got to prove it. You just got to say it. That's the weird part about women. Lying works so well on women. You never have to prove your lies. You just have to say lies. It's wild, okay? Imagine, like, oh yeah, I love you so much. You're just so beautiful. You're everything. Your booty's not mashed potatoes to me. Your booty's a ripe peach. You know, just like lie to her completely, right? It's unbelievable. Anyway, she says, don't move fast. Why? How much time you got left? You're in your 40s, maybe even in your 50s. You don't got a lot of time left. Okay, I understand you could dye your hair and appear younger, but we all know there's grays. There's grays in that cornfield. Also, she's recommending that women play games. Act like you're busy, even if you're doing laundry, you're doing nothing. And I don't understand this. Girl, if you have free time to date, just go date. Stop trying to act like you're someone you're not. You're mad at man's telling you that he loves you and he doesn't. But you're acting busy and you're actually available. So who's lying here? You both are, okay? So you get what you deserve. Now, the other thing she said I thought was interesting, she says, don't do last minute dates. This is a big
You know what that mean?
you stupid big issue in my opinion, because at this point in your life, lady, in your 40s and your 50s, maybe even in your 60s,
You should be trying to take any date you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not waste time. Really, you supposed to be speeding it up.
you should do last minute dates. You know why? You sitting around waiting and trying to pretend like you're busy. You want to make it seem like your schedule's so full. You're living this wonderful life. It's all a lie. You should show people that, not saying that you're desperate, but if you want a man, stop acting like you have all these options when you don't. Stop. It's not making your case any better. You're not fooling anyone but yourself. Us men, we know you don't got no options. We know. No 40-year-old woman who's desirable is going to make it to 40 without a husband. Okay? That's why people ask you at the grocery store, are you married? Are you happy? Because you look miserable and unmarried at the grocery store. Anyway, I thought this story was fascinating. This is a very interesting story. I don't know if it's true or not, but let's listen to what she has to say.
If you ever feel embarrassed, just think about this story time. Before we start, we listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Back when me and
Oh no, we judging, homie. Sorry.
my ex had broken up, I was still badly in love with him and I would chase him and stalk him daily. So one day I had parked outside of his house and I was waiting there for 2 hours waiting for him to come outside, only for him to actually pull up to his house. So he wasn't even home this whole time. And he was getting dropped off by the girl that he told me not to worry about. And when I saw that, I immediately crashed the fuck out, got out of my car, hit her, hit him, started yelling, spazzing out, only to find out that it was actually his
Hey,
auntie and not the girl that he told me not to worry about. Immediately, when I realized it was his auntie, I get in my car, drive around the corner, and
bro,
just
all I
park
gotta
there
say is, you
and
stupid.
wait. After about 20 minutes, I park a little closer so I could see whether or not he leaves his house. And then after another 20 minutes, he finally comes out of his house and leaves. And I follow him, and he went to a Walmart. Mind you, it's like 10 at night. Go to this Walmart, follow him throughout like 5 different aisles until I pretend to bump into him. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm really sorry about what happened earlier. I was at my friend's house. She saw you. She told me, and I just kind of crashed out. I'm really sorry about that. He started yelling for me to get away from him and to leave him alone, and this, and this. Security heard, saw, escorted me out. I end up leaving, going back home. That's when he texts me and says, sorry for acting like that. Can I come over? I immediately said yes. He comes, but I had to sneak him in through a window. And before he would hop that window, he says, you're hella fucking dumb. His friends pop out of the bushes, is recording me, and he starts yelling, you really thought that I was gonna forgive you? This psycho ass bitch just pulled up to my house, started hitting my auntie, and started stalking me when I went to Walmart, da 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 da. And it's like 4 of his friends just recording me, and I'm just standing there like. They leave after about like 5 minutes, and I cry myself to sleep, and then I get woken up in the middle of the night, and it's him, and he has flowers, and it's just him by himself this time. And I let him in, and he's like, I'm really sorry, my friends forced me to do that. And then I took him back, and then oh my god, he spent the night, and then the next morning he tells me to drop him off at his friend's house, only to later find out that it wasn't his friend's house I dropped him off at. It was the bitch that he was cheating on me with throughout our whole relationship. We listen and we don't judge, though.
Crazy. Okay, and this is what most women would love to go through. Okay, a tumultuous relationship. Oh my God, the roller coaster of emotions. One minute you're attacking him, then you find out it's actually his aunt, not the girl he thought he's cheating on with. The next minute, you know what I'm saying, you're stalking him at, you know, a Walmart or a supermarket or whatever. Then you get kicked out of Walmart. Then the next minute, you know, he texts you, say he wants you to take him back, and then you take him back, and then you to find out he's recording you to expose you. Like, women would love to go through this. Okay. Now, is this a typical relationship? I don't know. Is this real story? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, everything that she described is, to me, what a Latina feels like she has to go through in order to love somebody, in my opinion, okay? They love this ups and downs, the highs and lows.
That's most women, man. They like the roller coaster. They like the games. They like for you to play with their feelings. They like for you to hurt them to a certain degree.
It gives
Not physically. I'm talking about mentally.
them an emotional high. They love it. Okay, they get to express all their emotions. They're happy, they're sad, they're down. They get a variety of emotions, and women love experiencing and expressing their emotions.
Yep.
And then better yet, to come to TikTok and tell their story. Now, I'm not gonna read all the comments, but this one comment I thought was very interesting. She said, this one girl said, "At least you're pretty." Can you imagine that? Women, they're not even making fun of the fact that she's toxic and crazy. Right? This video has 6,000 comments, and the top comments are complimenting her. Yeah, that's
All I gotta say is, ladies, you
how
stupid.
you know society is in a decline. Okay, it's in an absolute decline. Unbelievable. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Let's listen to what she has to say.
On dating apps really revealed to me that honestly, if I have not met you in person, if there are not places that we both frequent, if we don't have any type of mutuals, there is absolutely a reason why we have not seen each other. If the only type of exposure that I've had to you is through this like random dating app, there's probably a reason why. Because honestly, let me tell you, I just feel like dating apps like Hinge will really expose you to people that aren't even supposed to be breathing the same air as you. Like, how do we both live in this small ass city? We have no mutuals. We don't even go to the same places. It's given we just don't have any common interests, and there's a reason why. Like, fate has not led me to you for a specific reason. Like, it was one time I was dating this man, and when I tell you all the dates that he would take me, I would be like, it's making sense why we've never run into each other, because we are not just on the same level of like the places that we actually like. So
No, that's because America and the universe and the world itself is huge. You don't. You could be running in the same spaces and just not bump into each other because the timing is off.
So our first date, he took me to Clyde's. Nothing wrong with Clyde's. It's not for me personally. Our second date, do you know this nigga took me to go get sandwiches? Do I look like a sandwich ass bitch? When have you ever seen me eat a fucking sandwich? Not even for lunch. Like, it just be exposing you to niggas that just don't even deserve being around you, being in your air, because it just on dating apps.
This girl is clearly a
Noto bird, dodo bird, ghetto bird.
narcissist. She has the biggest ego I've ever seen for a girl who has hair that's clearly not yours. You're acting like you're all that. Like, and this fake hair that these girls wear give them all the confidence, but it's not yours. It's not real. It's not authentic. Literally, okay? That's a hair hat. Anyway, you know, I wear hats too, okay? But I feel good about hats. I just wear them for the style, for the fashion, and I sell them. So shout out to everyone that purchased my hats. I got brand new colors coming out, by the way. Anyway, she talked about how, you know, the dating apps, the reason why, you know, there's a reason why you haven't met them in person. Like, dating apps expose you to people that you shouldn't probably meet. And this is an overgeneralization, right? And she's talking about one guy. And she said that if fate hasn't led you to them, why do you think fate is going to lead you to the man you want? Fate hasn't been leading you to anybody that you want.
Right.
It led you to this guy, right? Because even though it's a dating app, you still met him. So fate led you here according to the way you believe. And it's still not the right guy. But you blame the guy and you blame the app. Women blame everyone but themselves. What about this that people don't understand? Most relationships are forming on dating apps now, right? Over 50%. I'm meeting people every day that tell me that they met their spouse online. Yeah, it's the norm now. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it was less than 10%. Now it's over 50%. So wow. To me, I think apps actually work. If they don't work for you, you're the issue. Okay, right. You're the issue.
That's facts.
And this idea that if you're in a small town, you should meet everyone, you should know everyone, if you have similar hobbies and interests. A man that you desire doesn't have similar hobbies and interests as you.
Right, because men and women are not the same.
I don't know. What do women not get about this? High value men don't do exactly what, you know what I'm saying, bird-headed bops do. They don't have the same interests as bird-headed bops. Bird-brain bops. They don't. And so this idea that, we have the same interests and we're going to do the same thing, like, it's not how it works. Look, I'm plant-based. I'm vegan. I barely meet vegans. So dating apps are perfect for me because when am I ever going to meet someone that just happens to be black and plant-based? It's like rare, okay? So if you want something specific, dating apps are usually an advantage for it. And by the way, I just met a girl on a dating app who is plant-based. And she was happy to meet me. What a coinky dink, right? We're both here. And we happen to live a town apart. She lives in a town next to me, so go figure. So everything this girl's talking about is clearly not true, okay? Now, I thought this other video, I found another video of her. I thought this video is very revealing and tells you a lot more.
This can't be the same girl. Her lips don't even look the same, bro.
About her and her personality. Let's take a listen.
Be honest, y'all really be wearing like thongs and shit, like just on a regular day, like every day, just.
I feel so attacked by this post because literally up until a couple of weeks ago, I'm the type of person, I don't even own regular underwear. Like I can't even lie to you. I do not buy granny panties at all. But a couple of weeks ago, I went to my gyno. This is TMI, but I went to my gyno and she shamed me so bad that I literally will either go commando or just not wear, or just wear thongs when I like absolutely have to, like if I'm in a dress or something. She gonna say to me, "It's a shame that you wear thongs every day. You know why?" I said, "Why?" She said, "Because you're basically just flossing bacteria from your ass to your vagina every single second of the day." When she said that, she gonna say I was flossing the...
All I gotta say is, gotcha, bitch.
...bacteria from my ass into my vaginal opening every day. You will never willingly catch me in a thong again. Like, you got it.
Be honest, y'all really be wearing like thongs.
What? Oh, what? The GYN, your OBGYN told you that if you wear a thong, you're practically flossing bacteria from your anus. to your vagine. Are you?
I mean, that thong, like,
You see, and this is why as men we can't go down on women. I know you guys love butt sniffing. I know you love doing all that weird ish.
that's a for me.
But let me tell you something. Poop comes out of the butt. It's waste. And if you tell me waste is going into this place that you put your face, men, let me ask you this question though. Serious question. Are girls who only wear thongs red flags? Because this to me sounds like a yeast infection. This to me sounds like a UTI. I did a video prior on a waxer, a wax technician, and she talks about how women would have poop residue on the labia. Like women would have poop residue on their labia. Like regularly, that was like a normal thing.
Crazy,
and she said she could tell the girls who wipe from back to front and front to back. And when I put that video out, women were commenting, "Oh well, I don't do this, but I understand why women wipe back to front. It's because it's easier. It's easier."
All I gotta say is, lady,
Why the fuck you lying?
As a man, no one has ever told me to wipe away from my balls, but I've always wiped away from my balls.
me too.
But I guess the feeling of going like this for women is so common that they pull everything towards the clitoris, right? Everything's pulling towards. But
That sounds weird.
What a thong does this? They do it when they wipe their butt. Ah,
It's crazy work, bro. I don't get it.
okay. Honestly, bro, if you are ever gonna go down on a girl, please do yourself a favor.
Think twice, fellas.
Make her take a shower and you wash her ass. Okay, you wash her ass. Anyway, this video is pretty interesting. I don't really cover too many. How can I say this without being offensive? Snow bunnies. My homie McQueen likes to call them pasties. That's a little derogatory. I don't want to call white people pasties. But I don't usually cover snow bunnies. I thought this was interesting because she's talking about women over 35. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Women over 35 have a 78% chance of ending up with a guy who is younger than them. I read an article that basically said women are now saying that these YBs, that is our term for young boys, are...
Hey, that sound petty-ish, you know what I mean? That sound petty-ish, you know what I'm saying? Petty
more
ops.
emotionally available than the older generations. Studies show also that men under the age of 35 are 40% more likely to prioritize emotional connection over traditional roles, making them more compatible with confident, self-sufficient women, which is a lot more of women these days.
No, what they saying is they gotta settle because the older men that say age or older don't want them. Stop it.
Women over 35 have a...
First off, I got a critique on the fact that YBs, white people, y'all steal everything. You know you got YBs from YNs, but you don't want to call the guys you date YNs. You rather call them YBs for young boys. And by the way, that's NBA young boys' nickname anyway. We call him YB anyway, and they call him young boy anyway. So y'all really stealing from the culture, y'all. Everybody loves stealing from black culture. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all love stealing from the culture, man. I'm just saying. Anyway, she says 75% of women over the age of 35 are going to date a man that's younger than them. Here's the thing I think that's funny. She also said that the reason why is because men that are younger have a more likely chance of valuing emotional connection and stuff like that. And, and Tracy Ellis Ross talked about this too. She talked about how she likes younger men because they're gender fluid, right? And so they're in line with their emotions and stuff like that. They're really feminine men. That's what it is. They want feminine men, and this is the proof of it. Here's the funny part though. Women over 35, they tend to want a man that makes more money than them. So tell me how they're going to deal with a guy who's not only younger than them, which means they're less experienced, probably has a smaller body count than they do too, but also more feminine than they are, earns less money, and they have to be his mama. I'm really trying to figure it out. Like it sounds good. But this idea that you are going to get more by dating younger is wild to me. It's wild to me. Okay, but women believe... No,
what they're going to get more is that they're going to get more of a man that need them. That's what that is.
Believe it, and you know what? This video has over 1,500 comments. So one person commented, let's read some of the comments. One person commented, lower your age range, not your standards, ladies. And she responded with this. Listen, if you lower your age range, you are lowering your standards.
Exactly.
And by the way, isn't it funny that women shame us and call men predators?
Exactly. I was just saying, that's why I said it sound like petty, owlish. You know what I mean? Ladies, you know what I mean? But we can understand you can't get men your age or the men that you really want, so you gotta settle for the YBs. You stupid, I know. Anyway, man, shout out to Call Me Shape, man. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to his video that I reacted to. Appreciate you, Shape. Shout out to him doing his thing over there. But look, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to support the channel, go to my channel, click on View Channel. Click down there, the link in the description to my Cash App, and support my Cash App. You know, that way I can put out more videos, because doing YouTube ain't free. I have to put my own money into this. So if y'all want to support your boy, want to support the man, Modern Man Experience, you know, hit the Cash App and put my PayPal in there too also, but it's not in there right now. But it will be on there later. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this crazy woman, especially the woman from the beginning, that 40-year-old crazy chick. And thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, it's Modern Man Experience. Peace.